Hey, Baragon. Hey, Ross Lynch. I have yet to see it. Well, that's good. Come on. Why? I am tired. No. Stream across formats. Is that? No. Anyway. Hi. Guys, I don't do shoutouts. The only shoutouts I do on my channel is if you... I talk about nature. That's what I do. I don't know how, because I don't think I sent it. Hi, I'm Life 26, and you're in the right place. Brain rot? Absolutely not. Guys, I'm cold. I am absolutely 100% freezing. We are going to get started in just a second. Maybe prime Ronaldo, knock it off. Thanks, D-Man. So I feel like I owe you guys a major explanation. I had been working on the video all day yesterday, but I had to help out at the house. My dad gardens, and he has a lot of stuff that has to be taken down and stored and cleaned up, and so that's what we did yesterday. I get busy doing stuff and I lose track of time. Sorry, that probably didn't help. We had a thunderstorm come in out of nowhere last night, and I was still working on it. Still working on the video at 2 o'clock. Didn't realize it. Shut the machine down because thunder. And yeah, I lost everything I was working on. So, which makes sense because I didn't save it. But yeah. So anyway, I know how Baragon feels. I'm going to try my best to get a video up today. My problem is I know what I'm using, and I should probably switch to something else. It is about dung beetles as a group, as a collective species, or species. So I don't know. Flooded grasslands is our topic for today, hopefully. I'm a little bit like Baragon today. I feel I'm cold. That's why I'm in the blanket. So, some famous flooded grasslands, and you may or may not have heard of these, but you probably have, especially if you're somebody like me who loves nature. Penetau, which is in South America, the Okavango Delta in Africa, and of course the Everglades. Now, in many cases, these flooded forests are seasonal. Whoops. I always forget to do that. I don't know. I need to start making these things better. In many cases, like I said, these things are seasonal. However, Some of these flooded grasslands are not seasonal. And they are incredibly biodiversity hotspots because they support a huge multitude of animals. And we're going to talk about some of that later. But yeah, in a lot of cases, they are not only do they support a bunch of animals, well, that's not good carrying me through. Ross Lynch, what is it today? Everybody is sick? Hello, Dane Tiger Urbix. So, the water levels within these flooded grasslands can change based on the wet season and dry season. Flooded grasslands can occur in areas where the water can stand after heavy rains, meaning a lot of times they are in low spots. These habitats are shaped by water and also by fire. Rice paddies. Yes, the Everglades are a flooded grassland. Rice paddies. I don't know, because they're man-made, right? I guess rice paddies are often terraced, and that is how they grow rice in sort of a flooded ecosystem-ish thing. Instead of having a field, you have a rice paddy. And there are, I guess in a sense, it's a man-made flooded grassland. At least that's how they grow rice in like China. And sort of a flooded area. Excuse me, guys. These habitats are shaped by water and also by fire. And you're thinking, well, how can a flooded grassland burn? Well, when it's not flooded. The soils can become compacted, but they are also rich in nutrients. So they support not only a large amount of plant life, but that plant life supports a large amount of animal life. Bug Sutton, do not come in here with 6-7. Don't do it. Lose it. The typical grasses in a flooded, or the typical plants in a flooded grassland are typically grasses. Now you may see some sedges or reeds, and of course other plants. It's just not going to be just grasses. The trees in these type of environments need to like their feet wet, because if the plants in the trees cannot support, not support, that's the wrong word, if they are not adapted to be able to grow in periods where their roots are submerged, they're going to die. And so that's super important. So in some places, you may see acacia, you may see bald cypress or cypress. You may also see palms. So it just depends on the area in the world that you're in and what trees are native to that area. Sorry, I got the wrong things. Thank you, D-Man. True. I don't know where they're getting. Anyway, not important. Thanks for the correction. The animals that are found in these flooded grasslands, it does depend upon where you live. Now, it's also important to note that when these areas do flood, that new nutrients are brought in via the flood. And so that is one of the reasons why we have so much, so much biodiversity. Now, the Everglades, and I'm not sure that this is correct, but 7,800 square miles, and they are home to 11,000, you guys can't see me, 11,000 seed-bearing plants, 25 species of orchids, 300 birds, 150 fish species, and that is not including the reptiles, the amphibians, stuff like that. The typical grass in the Everglades is called sawgrass, and they call it that for a reason. It's not something that you want to go barging through, because if you hit it the wrong way, you are going to get cut up. The Panatal, if I'm pronouncing it right, is the largest flooded grassland at 187,818 square kilometers. And it supports over 260 species of fish, 700 bird species, 90 mammal species, 160 reptiles, 45 amphibians, over 1,000 species of butterfly. And I know that's wrong. I know that this other number is wrong, but we're not going to go there. And while these habitats are stunning and support a huge mix of wildlife, and they do, they are also under attack. And D-Man mentioned that in his last comments. Their waters are diverted. Their animals are killed, they're developed, and new plants or animals are introduced into them. And I wish it wasn't that way, but our world and the earth sometimes just doesn't work. Humans destroy things for our sake. Or at least some of them do. Not all of us. But that seems to be the way it goes. So right. So I didn't talk about this because I'm tired. But let's talk a little bit about the Okavango. So the Okavango is a river delta. Yeah, rust up. Don't yeah. The Okavango, we could do a whole don't be sorry. Get better. Rest. The Okavango is very, very unique. It is one of the one of the few major interior deltas that we have. The river actually flows into a wetland system. And the flooding that occurs, according to this, occurs during the dry season. And the plants and the animals that live around the delta are synchronized to those seasonal rains and floods. So what you end up getting is this crazy amount of biodiversity. I just have to find where they talk about it. So when this floods, it attracts all of these animals, like migratory species. There are, in the Okavango Delta, there are 1,061 species of plants, 89 fish species, 64 reptiles, 482 birds, and 130 species of mammal. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of animals that used to be like found all over Africa are now sub-Saharan. The Okavango is on the World Heritage List because it is such an amazing environment that we are trying to protect it. But like all of the other ones that we've talked about, there is issues like a diamond mine that potentially could affect the quality of the water and impact water flow because you got to have water for that type of an operation, I guess. These are areas that are just stunning. If you've never seen footage of the Okavango or the Everglades or the Penetau, look it up. When this live is over, look it up on YouTube. It is absolutely stunning. Hey, D-Man, off-subject question, but is DaVinci free? Oh, wow. I would just need to get used to it, but maybe I should. I'll try it. I will try it. I mean, if it saves as I go, that's a better situation. Okay. Yeah, I like that one, the one I'm using, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm just tired or if I'm sick, but um something's up. Any questions, comments, or anything else? Europe. Now, are we talking flooded grasslands or are we talking just grasslands in general? Because I'm pretty sure they do. Yes, they do have they do have grasslands because they have the Eurasian steppe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And that extends from Hungary across Europe, across Eastern Europe and into China. It is the largest temperate grassland in the world. They also have mountain grasslands, which can be found in the Alps, agricultural grasslands, and semi-natural grasslands. So yes, they do. And as far as flooded grasslands, they also have those. They are very common. Along major river systems such as the I'm gonna mess it up. The River? LB River? Maybe instead of trying to say it, I should just post it. And then I don't have to worry about so along the Atlantic, they have marshes, coastal marshes. But I don't know. I don't think of marshes as being. Hey, hi, Adam F5H2E. Oh, I never opened this up. I love Robin Hood. No. I don't know when I'm going to cover it, but it's definitely something worth doing. Some of it is the time. I will tell you, if you haven't seen my post already, the new video that's coming up, it was supposed to be out today at it was supposed to be up already, but with the storms coming in, it wasn't happening. I'm going to be doing sort of a new format with some of the videos, probably all of the videos going forward. So let me know what you think. Yeah. Agriculture is very interesting. One of these days, I want to get I want to do more with the Kankakee Grand Marsh that's in my area. They drained a lot of that and turned it into farmland. So what we have is basically a sliver of it. This is when having a car would be so incredible, because I could literally go and do and have this footage that would be so incredible. But yeah, probably that's not in the cards. I've even tried reaching out and saying, "Hey, guys, if you know me and you'd be willing, could you film something and send it to me?" But nobody's taking me up on it. True. I need somebody locally. That's what I need. No, that's one thing I've never done. I've never been to Disneyland. D-Man, I will keep you in mind. Yeah. I hear they're expanding Animal Kingdom. I heard they're adding a South American area. That's the only reason I would go to Disney. Honestly. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. Um I can try looking. Maybe there's information. Undeveloped swamp and wetlands. 27,000 acres of swampland. And they talk about it was sort of the land was sort of bought up quietly. They came crying. I'm guessing they have a mosquito issue. Unfortunately, there are things that come with. Dang it. Unfortunately, I guess there are. Ah. Well, that seems fairly easy to eliminate. Eliminate your containers. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Mosquitoes like stagnant water. So if you get rid of the stagnant water, theoretically you get rid of the mosquitoes. That is true. I don't think I could handle that. Guys, I gotta go. My phone is at like 15%. I guess I could plug it in. Okay. I will see you guys later. Be good. I'm going to try downloading DaVinci. I will talk to you guys later. Good. Have a good day until I see you at 6 o'clock my time. Thank you, Ross Lynch. Baragon, hope you're feeling better. I'm not going to bother calling Carrie because I want her to sleep. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.